Hello guys, I am back with another video. This video was pre-recorded just due to a very busy schedule recently, so here you guys go.
Hey you guys, welcome back to another one of my videos. So today we are going to go ahead and jump right into this. So I am going to go ahead and do a review on a palette that was pretty hyped over with kind of a dupes for a really deluxe eye palette that was by, I believe, Huda Beauty. And I never got to try the Huda Beauty because I was out of the loop then. But I believe it was like over $65 or like $65 for this palette. And when this was going nuts and crazy, I seen this palette that I fell in love with on Amazon that was like 10 bucks. And I really wanted to try it. And about a month later, I got this palette and I've not tried it yet. So I thought I'd try it with you guys and see what you guys thought and see what your opinion was on this. But it's kind of a dupes video for the Huda Beauty eye palette. And yeah, so we're kind of just going to do a get ready with me. I've went ahead and done my base and put on my foundation, my eyebrows, all that good stuff, and then we'll do the rest of the face after we do the eyes. If you are new here, welcome. And if you want to go ahead and join this family, we do beauty and video makeups here, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the post notification bell. Alright guys, so for this palette, it retails for about $10 to $8.99, I believe, on Amazon, and this is called the Cinderella Nova Eyeshadow Palette. And if you guys look at other people's videos, which I'm sure you've seen them, then that palette was expensive. And with this one, it literally almost looks identical. This is what it looks like. I've not tapped into any of the shades, you guys. Has a huge mirror, which is a great for a palette. And look at the packaging. That's gorgeous. So, they do have names just like the Huda Beauty palette, but I can't really compare it because I've not tried it myself, sadly. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with a base shade, and we're going to go ahead and use, whoa, that's cool. Okay, so this shade over here is a concealer, basically. I guess it's to use for like if you want to do a cut crease, which is really interesting. I've never ever had that in a palette. So I'm going to kind of zoom you guys in a little bit more. Go in with the shade Secret right here. And I'm just going to dip right into this and go at it. Okay, so it's blending really nicely. Hardly any fallout when I touch the pan. And I'm just kind of starting this on the outside corner and going in. That's a pretty shade. I'm going to put this right here so I can kind of navigate where I'm at. And again, circular motions on the outside, and then I'm just going to work myself in. Alright, and then I'm going to go in with the shade called Bear, which is up here in the right hand corner. Excuse me if I get my corners and my directions mixed up. And I'm just going to blend that shade and kind of make it more less prominent. Just kind of conceal those lines, make them very light and airy. That definitely helped a lot. So I really like how these shades are blending together so far. They are doing really great. Alright, so the next shade that I'm going to go ahead and go in with is Play, which is about up here in the middle. And then I'm still using the same brush. The brush I'm using is 228 Luxe Crease from Zuva. And again, I said I'm just going to pop this one right up here in the upper inner corner crease and blend that out. I really like that shade. That's a pretty shade. Oh, yes. Also on there. Alright, so then I'm going to go in with the shade called Teddy and Tickle Neck. So Teddy's down here. Tickle is right here. And then I'm going to go in with the brush. This is the Morphe H3 brush right here. Go in with Teddy first, and I'm just going to apply it right about there on the outer lid and just kind of flop it there to build this color. And then I'm going to go ahead and go in with the shade Tickle and plop it right on top of the color Teddy. And I just kind of blend that shade up and out. And then right there at the crease together. Then I'm going to go ahead and do this to the other eye, and I'll be right back. Hey guys, so I'm back, and I'm going to go ahead and go back in with the 228 Luxe Zuda brush. And I'm going to go back in with the shade Secret, Play, and then Bare. But first I'm going to go in very lightly with the one Secret. And I'm just going to blend these together again right there in the crease and blend outwards very lightly, kind of in an oval circular motion. Back in with Play because I don't want these colors to like dissipate after using other shades. And then to keep everything seamless, I'm going to go back in with that shade Bare. And so far, you guys, I've not had fallout, like, at all. I'm really, really impressed. Alright, so the next thing that I'm going to go ahead and go in with, because I want to deepen up this look a little bit, but I'm going to go in on the lower lid with the shade Secret, and then I'm going to go in with the shade Raw and Tickle on the lower lash line. The Morphe 5H. And I'm actually going to change my mind. I'm going to take Play, and I'm going to put Play right about there. Alright guys, so the next shade that I'm going to go ahead and go in with is this shade right up here. It's called Paint. So right here, and I'm just going to take this with the 228 brush, and very lightly I'm going to plop this in there and blend it. Alright, so alright guys, so I'm really liking how this look is doing, but now I'm going to go ahead and make a small cut crease and blend everything in together. Right, number 7, Lift and Illuminate Serum, but I'm going to go ahead and place on the back of my hand to create that cut crease. Say slight cut crease, sorry. And then we're going to use the Morphe H4 brush right here. Alright, and then we're going to go in with the shade Bare right up here in the corner. A paddle brush. And just go right over top of that. This is again with the shade Bare. And then I forgot that we had this shade down here, which is called Concealed. And it's like a concealer, so I'm going to try it. We're going to use the Morphe. I'm so curious. Interesting. Literally, y'all, that did a really... Okay. Okay, I see you, Nova. Alright, so I'm going to go in with the shade Bare, again with the paddle brush. And I'm going to plop this right on top. Like, it picks up a good amount of product. It does. It does really well. Okay. I'm not bad. Not bad at all. So I'm going to go ahead and blend in the outer corner edges right here real quick with, again, the 228 Luxe Crease Brush. I'm going to go in with the shade Tickle. And it's Paint. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Play again. Okay, last but not least, I'm going to go in and I'm going to clean all of this up with the shade Bear. And I'm going to go in with the 228 and just kind of blend everything together. And I'm going to touch up the lower crease as well. Guys, I am really curious about some of the sparkles in this. I kind of want to add a sparkle. That was infatuated. Oh my god, I want to try it. And this is Excite. Oof. And this is Daydream. That's pretty. Ooh, Crave is a pretty color too. Y'all, I can't with these metallics right now. That's kinky. Okay, I need to move on. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and jump in with this shade Infatuated right here. And I'm just kind of going to dust it on my eye. I'm going to go in with the Morphe H3 and see how it applies with a brush. Not a huge fan. It's definitely a glitter. But it's not bad. It's definitely a loose glitter. Not always a fan of loose glitter. I don't like the way it goes on to the eyes. But I am going to go ahead and go in with a lighter shade for the eyebrow bone and for the inner corners. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with my new favorite. Like I said before, guys, this is one of my favorites. It's 21E1 and it's called Let Me Explain, and this is from ColourPop. It's one of my singles and I love it. So right in the center of my eyelid where the cut crease meets and the other shade here, I went ahead and applied a little bit of Daydream with my fingertips just to make it pop a little bit more. And then I'm going to go in with the NYX Professional Makeup eye pencil here. Alright, so this is not a bad palette, guys. Honestly, I dig the palette. I think it's a great palette. Definitely don't see why you would want to spend $65 on a Huda Beauty palette. But I'm going to go ahead and apply the rest of my makeup. So I went ahead and applied the rest of my makeup. I did my bronzer, my highlight, my blush, my lipstick, and I literally, like, when I put on the mascara, I was like, okay, it came together. I gotta give it that. So I wasn't impressed once I put on the sparkle, just because I wasn't sure with the translucency of the sparkle, if you guys can see. You can still see the cut crease that I put on, but I went ahead and kind of worked my magic a little bit, and I showed you guys how to do that. But I wanted to go ahead and share one more product that I really thought I haven't found a dupe for yet, but from the Huda Beauty, and it's brand new. This is a little bit more of an older product. It's about 2 months older than when the hype was going on with it, but that totally did not make sense. But if you guys understood what I was trying to say, the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte Lipstick is pretty new. This is in the shade Venus, and I am loving this lipstick. I went ahead and paired it with another shade today, which is the Kylie Velvet Lipsticks, and this is in shade Posy K, and I really, really liked it. But this is the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte Lipstick, and I really, really like how it applies, you guys. Like, it is such a pretty color, and I really like the applicator. It has a really good vanilla scent to it, and the pigment is real. Like, I really, really like it. I love the packaging that it came in, and I will have to make sure I get you guys the price on this It was a little bit more of an expensive price. But without any further ado, guys, the palette that I reviewed for you guys today, I love the packaging. Hardly had any fallout with the palette itself. The shimmers were definitely new and different for me. Some of them were a creamy shimmer, and then some of them were a loose shimmer, a loose pan shimmer, which was interesting. And then the blendability for this palette, I would definitely give it a 9.5, because these shades blended very, very well together. I thought they were awesome. You can find this palette on Amazon still for about $8.99, $9. With shipping, it's probably about $10. So I definitely think this is a dupe for the Huda Beauty palette. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and